Yeah, good morning, October. I hope you're doing well. Yeah. Let's wait for time to come. Standike. Morning, Rashid. I hope you're doing well. Yeah. Good morning, Emma. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, today is 6th January. 6 days into January, by the way. Because it's a year has 365 days. We have already covered 6, so it means we have 359 days remaining in the year. Arthur, I request sometimes you tell us which kind of car comes in front of you. Okay. Your box body. I say box body. Yeah, but sometimes I do actually. But I'm going to do it more often. I hope you guys are doing well. 359 days remaining in the year. What have you done so far? I know it's a little too early, but even the biggest goals can be broken down into, yes, you've kept time to go. Even the biggest goals can be broken down into tiny bits. Yeah, and then you achieve the tiny bit until you get the entire goal. Yeah, I think that's the most efficient way of achieving your goals. Main seems to be moving. Should I go main? So that's espacio. That's espacio nyonyo guys. Kati yongiraba USZ yasobola okujja nakugamba agiza milioni 16. It wouldn't be his fault. The market has dictated that the espacio has a high resale value. So he finds the market just like that. So today we are going to be talking about who you should trust and who you should not. I actually have a very interesting story. I'll try to connect it to our topic. So you know how we all go to school, we get some form of advanced education, leave alone primary and secondary. After secondary education, we get some form of education. And that form of education we get is supposed to prepare us for the working world. And the post-secondary education you get decides is supposed to decide what you're going to do for the rest of your life. You get, because For post-secondary education, I personally have two professions. I'm first of all a performing artist, actor, director, majorly. But when I was in performing arts school, I had a bias to management and marketing. So, but these other things in Bikora, because, well, apparently you need to market a good product, and for you to find someone to give you a good product, that's another thing. So I find myself that I actually have to direct and sometimes act. But give me a choice and I'll be in product development any day. So my first degree was it was a Bachelor of Arts in Drama, which I'm very proud of. Almost everything I have is because of my profession. That profession of being a dramatist. That's where I've made most of my money, and not small money, by the way. So, and then I went back to study. I studied marketing, and yeah, that's how I'm on YouTube with you guys. Good morning, Martha. Good morning, Kenneth. So I'm on YouTube, not because there's a profession called YouTuber. There's no profession called vlogger, but I'm here because I'm a marketing person, and well, I realized that being that we can market all sorts of things. For some businesses, try to be fast because we are late. Let me try to get away from this road, and then I start talking when I'm clear. Find like 10 vehicles. Someone told me to fix my sound, so I actually went and bought a microphone, a wireless microphone for this phone, but it's not compatible. It worked on the phone of the lady from where I bought it. It was working perfectly. So I thought to myself that, okay, maybe I'll try to find a way of making it work on my phone. And it's not working. So I have to go back and find an alternative, probably buy a wire microphone, which I did not like. I did not want to use a wire microphone because it has its inconveniences. But if this refuses and I try an alternative to the wireless microphone they gave me, and it doesn't work, then I'll have no option. But I'm trying my best to make sure that our sound gets better. I'm doing everything. I'm going to show you the microphone I bought. So if anyone in Uganda wants the same type of microphone and it's compatible with their phone, they could probably just refund me what I bought. So you could just come. Normally a microphone gyebabaguza emitwalo 10, nze njigula emitwalo nga 7. So nze manye ebyobusuubuzi gye bibeera. So if I'm going to show you the microphone, and if anyone that is in Uganda is looking for the same type of device, you can come and we test it with your phone, and then you refund my money. So I was saying that the post-secondary education that we have normally prepares us to do what we end up doing for the rest of our lives. And I told you my first level of post-secondary education and my second post-education field, which is marketing. And I was telling you I'm here because, well, I'm a marketer. And I was telling you the category of things that you can market and sell and make money out of. And information is one of those things. I have the information. I know I have the knowledge. So I have the knowledge, I have the information, and I'm trying to put it out for people that are looking for it, that don't have it. So that's how I'm here. Because I'm a marketer who has information, I decided that why don't I make opportunity out of the information, which take it. So I'm one person that believes that you can make money out of that expertise that you have. If you're an expert at something, you can always make money out of it. And being a marketer, I know how to see opportunities in everything. Yeah, so that's how I'm ending up here. So how do I connect it to today's topic? And today's topic is that you should only trust the people that you pay. Okay, so how do I connect professionalism and blah 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 and all that I've been talking about to you paying, trusting only the people? Arthur, or you say wangerero, Salvin, why don't you tell me? Nenkubako kungomba at least wemba and papa. Oba nenyimira nenkubuzako. Yeah, so I'm connecting the thing of post-secondary education to making sure that you trust only the people that you pay, because nothing in life comes free. It's very hard for someone to stomach it, especially when you have people that pretend they're giving you stuff for free, that pretend they're working for you for free. It's very hard for you to stomach it, that nothing is free, that no one is working for free. If you're not paying them, they are paying themselves in one way or another. Okay? If someone is working for you, or if someone is offering some sort of service, or they are giving you some sort of product, and you're not paying them for that provision, then they are paying themselves in one way or another. You get? You see, even God, so even God, the one who created us, wants you to give him loyalty, respect, fear, and love, unconditional. Okay? He also wants you to listen to whatever he tells you without questioning it. That's his payment. Because you're not going to give God money. He doesn't end up about you go to church and say you're going to give money to God. God's payment is loyalty, love, and respect and fear. That's his payment. Katiwabanga katonda oino mosasura to provide, to give you the breath, because yes, they tell us katonda to mosasura, but you pay him in some form of way, by fearing him, by respecting him, by being good to others. You're paying God for what he provides you with. So if God himself gets some form of payment for keeping us alive, okay, then what makes you believe that a mortal like Arthur will actually give you a service or give you a product for free? You get? Now, I'm connecting the profession because we all had some form of post-secondary education or training. Some other people went and learned how to fix cars. Some other people went and learned how to make things. Some other people went and learned how to design things. Some other people went and learned how to fix computers, while some other people went and learned how to manage businesses. Okay, the business administrators and managers. So 1 out of 10. Salmin, what's 1 out of 10? Okay, that I've said. Morning, Arthur. We bought an Ipsum with you last month, and it's super moving well. Anytime I'm bringing Akasimo. Brian, thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brian. Banange, I have a testimony there. That's Brian. Brian, I wish you could share the story of how we bought the Ipsum. Brian, and write the experience of how we got to buy the Ipsum. It would be nice to come from you. I've been sharing that story incognito. I normally don't share names of the experiences I have, but if you could share just even a bit of it, so that these people know how we got to the Ipsum. But I'm glad it's moving very well. Thank you for appreciating. Yeah, so I'm connecting in a Morocco to Masi Bajita Manigachi Fuba. Manigachi Fuba. Don't say you mulaba Jugari na kusim. Chukaba bagamba, don't drive while you're using the phone. Neno Bajita Chigari. Echimwe chekumi. Salmi, you should have said Taif. Echimwe chekumi. Yeah, you beg God the Echimwe chekumi, but you actually expect a person that you don't know, a person that was that did not come from the stomach with you, you're not twins. Okay? That person is not even your mother. You pay them. You people pay your mothers indirectly. You either send them sugar. That's payment. Yeah? Your mother will actually send say yakuzara, sakuzara. Yeah? They expect you to pay them. I have an experience in my family where someone is actually demanding rent from her kids. You get? So the world is actually shifting to the point that even our parents expect us to pay them when we start working. If you can't pay rent, then go and start renting outside. If you can't buy food here, then don't eat food here. That used to not happen in the past. So you have to imagine that if your parent is actually asking you to buy them something for producing you water tuma, you did not send them to go and have intercourse to have you, but somehow they feel you owe them something for the fun they had that night. I'm being brutal, but if we don't get brutal with ourselves, we will keep demanding the same things from our kids. Karab for Karabie. Then the Hilux. There's someone here, I think Kenny, it's you, you're trying to buy a Hilux. Now the Hilux you sent me, I think it's the same model with this one. It's the same model with that one. But there's a Hilux GMPC, there's a Hilux, with our budget that we have shared on WhatsApp, we could probably get something like that, but in very good condition and a fairly good number plate. Like we can get that Hilux. Then that's a Chigege. This is something I would actually recommend for someone avakucheyo. If but I would only recommend it if you're going to drive it yourself, or sasulate taxi stage and all that. It's Yamatha. Rashid, you love Ralph. So you guys, so I'm trying to connect the things here. I'm just trying to show you. You pay God the tithe, you pay him with loyalty, you pay him with respect, and you expect a stranger like Arthur Wasanga ku YouTube, I'm connecting this because there is a follower of mine here that we looked for cars together, and at the end he told me his intention. We looked for cars for like 4 days. We did not find a kane mugambo manyi gonemye owe yagala okudamukola nange sasula sente endala. And apparently, I'm not sure, I think he got a car somewhere else, but he spent around another 3 weeks with my mechanic for a car and he was not deciding. And later on he told me that for him, when he gives me the 350, I use all that money in fuel. So it's that kind of mentality that gets us about never to buy. Because in a way, for you think nobody's supposed to eat your car money. You think when I give Arthur 400k, well, we should move until I feel the 400k has been used up in fuel, and then I can accept the car he's giving me. You get? And I'm just trying to say that if you're not paying someone else is paying them. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. If you sit on that border, you see how that woman is seated on that border, that woman in pink. If she's not paying that border guy, someone else is paying him. You get? Probably the border guy is delivering the woman to some dude, and that dude is paying the border guy, so the woman doesn't have to pay. So if it happens on a border, and you can't sit on a border for free, so what makes you think now, especially the guys in diaspora now, I think when we go abroad, because I've been abroad myself personally, and normally when you come back from abroad, people are nice to you. People are very nice. They are very nice to you because they know you have the money. People are nice to you. That's called a G touring. That's a G touring. That's like the first That's the second generation. The first generation had to bring the spirit of shock up instead of shock absorbers. That one has shock absorbers. That's like the second generation of the G2 Warrior. Yeah, Kenny, this is our Hilux. Actually, this is the Hilux. Sure. The other one is an older model to this one. The one we saw before the government one. Yeah. So you need to understand that if you have money, leave alone even being from abroad, any person that has money will have people being nice to them. People are going to be nice to you if you have some money. And the reason they are nice to you is because they expect that you're going to pay them for their niceness at a certain point. So if people continue being nice to you over time and you don't pay them, they will pay themselves. We have even seen this in the Bible where Judas Iscariot betrayed Jesus because Jesus was not paying. Because when Jesus came, he started promising these guys how they are going to take over, they are going to get kingdoms, they are going to be fishers of men. Yeah. But they said you are moving with Jesus all alone. Yeah. They don't even have houses. They are not being fishers. Tax. Yo. So someone is really taxi making money. Taxis make money. You see that taxi there? It reports 80,000 every day to the owner. Now, the point is actually not making money. The point is, does the taxi bring money that you actually keep? That's another thing, because you might be making 80,000 every day, but at the end of the week you spend 1 million. You get what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Yeah. So I was still connecting the thought of the guys that betrayed Jesus, because this was Simon Peter, these guys that betrayed him 3 times, and then Judas Iscariot. Judas did not really, personally, my belief is that Judas did not really betray Jesus for the money, because later on he killed himself. You get it? I think Judas betrayed Jesus because Jesus was not delivering on his promises. That's my thought. That's my thought, okay? You don't have to take this. My thought is that Judas betrayed Jesus because Jesus had promised these guys a lot of things and he was not promising. Okay? Of course, Jesus was a powerful guy. He could touch the sick and they get healed. He did all these many things. But you know what happened? He did not make these guys fishers of men. Probably each one of them thought they would have like a bunch of people following them. And they were the ones following the guy. Okay, so I'm thinking that Judas betrayed this guy because, well, he wasn't forthcoming with his promises, and even leave alone his promises. These guys were not getting anything tangible from Jesus. Remember, these were men. They were used to. You remember this guy? I know, no, the short guy that sold it. The short dude, that Zachariah, the guy that sold his stuff to come and he even gave back the things he had stolen. So people were too expectant. They were expecting to get stuff from Jesus and they were not getting. So why am I bringing this example? Many people think Judas betrayed Jesus for the money. On the other hand, me, I don't think Judas betrayed Jesus for the money. No. I mean, just being close to Jesus would have made you money. Like you say, you want to see Jesus? I'm sure brokers were there even in those times. You want to see Jesus? Give me 10 coins. They were giving silver. Give me 10 pieces of silver and I take you to the big man. You get it? So I don't think Judas actually betrayed. I think it's... Okay, I've stopped. So I personally think... I think... Yeah? No, silver was the money used during Jesus' time. A long time ago. Yeah, Jesus is the Son of God. Some concepts, explaining some concepts to kids. Like Jesus is the Son of God. God created everything on earth. Okay? So he had a son called Jesus. And during the time of Jesus, you're hearing Abban. Huh? Are you hearing? It doesn't make sense what I'm saying. So what I'm saying, you guys, that at any moment in your life, keep that Ipsum well. I will say it when you are upgrading, and it's going to upgrade in a few months. Probably by the time you come back, you will have it, and it's a super. So you guys, I remember when I was younger, I started going abroad when I was 17. I had God blessed me, and I would go for a week and come back. Go for a week, come back, and just like that, one of my passports got full. I made full my first passport, Nejura visa, not in expiring. Yeah. The fisherman. Yes, I said fishermen go and get fish from the lake and sea. So, and during that time I was naive because I was young, and I had all these sorts of people around me, cousins, friends in quotes, and they were really nice to me. Nice in quotes still. So these guys were really nice to me, to the extent that they'll just be around you. Guys would come for you from the airport. You get. But what I did not know was that they were expecting some form of payment along the way. It didn't have to be immediate because they be there knowing that you have the money, and they are hoping that okay, like next month or next year. So if you don't give them next year, don't give them the money next year, they can be patient for like another year. You get, but then they can't be patient forever. You get. And going through stuff like that, one thing that I've been able to learn was that, oh guys, let me just first show you this microphone for the guys that are in town, in Kampala. What? Let me first give you the charger. Yeah. So for the guys that are in Kampala, if you probably do blogging or you do videos, you shoot some form of videos, I bought this microphone and I thought that it would work for me, but it did not. It's not compatible with my phone. It worked with the phone of the woman that sold it to me. So this is it. That I've been in Kamoli, but the moment I heard about the Ipsum, I came out of Kamoli. Brian is Ipsum boy of mine. Yeah. So I bought this microphone. It's wireless. It's supposed to be. It's really nice. It also comes with a USB to charge it. So it comes with this connector. It's a Type C. It's not a normal thingy. It's a Type C. So you connect this to your phone, and then you plug this. You put this on your collar, and then you speak. And then this can receive up to 20 meters. So it's very good. That's why I bought it. But it's not compatible with my phone. So you see it's still unwrapped no vera buchaliko akavera kali kamu ke najjeko kakungulwe. So because it's not compatible, I have to go back to the shop and actually buy something else. I cannot return it because I tested it on someone's phone there, so it's just my phone that is not compatible. It's still new. I bought it yesterday, so I'm going to go back to the shop and get another one today. And it's for live shows, interview, vlog, short videos, and all. And yeah, plug and play. It's ideally supposed to just plug and play. So if you're in Kampala and you've been looking for a wireless microphone, I bought it at 60,000. So you just have to refund my 60k. You can look for it and try to buy it online and see how much they are selling it to you. If it's cheaper there, then no problem. And you get one advantage with me is that you can come and test it first. If it works, you pay. If it doesn't work, but normally when you buy from a shop, you can't actually test it because the moment you open the kavera, the person says you cannot return. Yeah. So, but me, the place where I buy from, it's a wholesale place, so they have a relationship with me. That's why I can actually open stuff and at that time it means people like me came and tested. but I don't want to take it back because I know it works. I know if you guys don't actually buy it, someone else will come and buy it from my circles. So it's really nice. I bought it 60k. You can come if you're in Kampala, test it with your phone if it works. So how these things work, they have, I think, internal batteries, so you just charge. It has a charging port here. You put a USB and charge it. Yeah. So if you're in Kampala, you can come and test it, and if it works for you, you buy it. Yeah. So I'll just keep it in my bag for now. So I was still sharing my story, and I was saying that one thing I learned along the way was that you need to understand that everybody's time, everybody's effort is for sale. That's one thing you need to know. You see what, and along the way, I think I've learned it in a funny way. You see how priests come to pray for the dead. See how priests come to for weddings. Yeah. They always get paid, even when they come to pray for a dead. You would actually think that you would want to think that priests, the church facilitates the priests to pray for the dead, but you have to pay them money. Even when you go to church, you pay church for the wedding. You'd think that the tithe should be enough, right? So if you have to pay a priest to do things that they decided to do for free for the rest of their lives, what makes you think that anyone is going to work for you for free? Yeah, thanks. So why I'm making this thing up is because I've seen even my followers here, and I've seen people have actually shared with me also. Atomani, when these people that steal from you want to steal from you, the first thing they do is they call you Muganda wange, Musiramu munange, mulokole munange. Abantu abamu batandise n'okwetuuma pasita, seeka, musumba, wachika, but they steal from you, by the way. Abantu abasinga, whenever someone, one thing I've realized, and I work with plenty of people, different education levels, different capabilities of yayo wenjawulo, kasita omuntu atandika okuyita muganda wange. That's not something that, brother, in my network, man, but I don't know if you answered my question. Okay, let me see. I think I answered that question. I did. I normally try to. So when someone tries to be so close to you, me, it's very hard for me to even call someone my friend, because I know friendship, with the kind of life that I've lived, I've learned that friendship is not something that develops within a year. Friendship takes time to develop. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Friendship takes time to develop. So if you hang around with me, ngatugenda ogule moroka, for example, and all of a sudden ngangamba oli muganda wange, sisobola kuba, just know I want to steal from you. I'm telling you now, this is the other telling you that even if it's me and I do that, ningambo no muganda never tubera, we are from the same clan. I cannot just come out and say you're my brother. I have step brothers that I can't call brother because they are not really my, we don't have the connection of brotherhood. You get it? There's a step brother that we kinda have a connection. But the last time I sent him a text message was like 2 months ago. He never answered. But he sees my statuses. He read the message and he did not reply. You get it? Sparse you. I did not see that question. I'm going to see it. Let me get out of let me get a place where there is kajam and I read it. I look for it. I'm going to answer it. So whenever someone starts calling you muganda wange, mulokole munnange, musiramu, wachika, mulokole, seeka, mugaga, they have those terms that will elevate you. that will make you feel close to them, that will make you feel like your best interest is their best interest. Whenever someone starts calling you those things, bro, sister, that's the time for you to run. Okay? Or if you don't run, Uncle Arthur, Salmi, I told you say Uncle Arthur onjagazaji. You get it? Whenever people start calling you things that kind of elevate you, when it's uncalled for, just know that baina chebabala. Now, let's go to the point. You should only trust people you have paid. Why? Because you have already paid them, or people you're paying, and you should have a reason to pay them. I know kubanga inachakuwa. You don't just waste money paying people for the sake of paying. Kakorola kaka no kampita ko kokanyirira kakao mama soga Land Cruiser any number yeyo UAV nakayinga bakuba UAV kali badde kanyirira kati. Yeah, so then we have the Wish, then we have a Land Cruiser. Yeah, Salmi, I'm going to find our question. So why I'm saying you don't waste money, don't just give money out. People have to have something for sale. People have to offer you a service or a product before you start paying them money. I don't know if I make sense. You don't just cut it. The fact that we have talked about you paying people doesn't mean that you should just go around giving people money. Some even reach at the extent of calling you senior. Senior. Some people will call you Muzei, Mulodi. And when people want to steal from you, I think there is no maximum when people want to steal from you. You get? So now you go back to the people that you associate with. Think about your mechanic. Think about the name. I think the one term that should be accepted for people to call you should be Mukama Wange, because that's what you are when you pay people or when people are working for you. You are their boss, so they should ideally be calling you Mukama Wange. Honest people suffer a lot, but stick to what is right, Arthur. So people should be referring to you as Mukama Wange, because that's what you are when you are employing people for something. Omuntu wajewo to slash the compound, don't let them slash it for free. Don't let anyone work for you for free at all, ever. And if you're not paying them, and probably they are getting a commission, let the arrangement be clear that, you know what, you're working for me, but the take for you is that you'll get a commission. Okay? Let's say you have a shop. Okay? Let's say you have a shop, and you have someone working in that shop, and you're not paying them, but with everything they sell, they get something. Let's say 20%, 10% as a commission. Okay? Let it be clear that, okay, you're working in my shop and I'm not paying you a salary or a wage, but with everything you sell, you'll get a percentage. Let it be clear. Because if it's not clear, they'll take their own commissions, and the commissions they take will be higher. You get? You see Chiseka Market, for example, that's a Nadia type soup. Someone wanted a Nadia type soup. Okay? That's the Nadia that he wanted. I think he wants it because it's raised. Yeah? The 4-wheel drive Nadias are more raised than the 2-wheel drives. So I think that's one reason he likes it. It also has it's like a super. So you need to also Chiseka Market and some of the phone shops around Kampala Road and Gazaland. Most of the people there are commission agents. You'll find him seated in a shop that is not his. sells you a phone at 350,000, and the owner of the phone is actually selling it to 270. You get? So he makes a commission of 80. And that's the arrangement they have. They will even make you a receipt of 350. Okay? That's why when you buy something from those people and return it, they can never give you money. They would rather exchange a phone of the same value. Why? Because for them they speak in terms of value. You get? So you need to understand it. And you apply it in your own arrangements. Okay? There's something I read somewhere yesterday that Boda guys, they are trying to go and they are constantly trying to go meet their customers in their offices. That for a border guy to get rich to office, he would rather die. That's why they drive very recklessly through over Nebavuga Nebaita Kubimotoka and all that. So let me see if I Martha things fall apart in Sinzi Bukati Amangwago ofunye yipsa boy zonera bid. David says morning after starting small electric shop like selling cable, cheap phone chargers, set bulbs, and starting shop for selling shoes, which is good. Capital of 4 million. Now David, I'll tell you this, nothing is better than anything else. Everything is the same when you're doing business. That's my experience though. Someone will tell you something else. Every business is the same. But I always tell people, if you're going to start a business, start something that you know. I've done so many. I had a band once. You know those bands like Afrigo. I had a full band, drums, guitars, keyboards, and a full sound system. And I did music, by the way. My music wasn't that bad because bamukubako ku radio nga sisasudde nga you said bamukuba ku radio nanga atoli balo balukubanga abantu bebangamba teka ku radio eno oluwulire. You get? And so I wasn't that bad, but one thing I realized is that when you're doing business, kole ekintu kyotegeera nga ne bwe kuba bakuba at least olaba okitegeera. So me, I would advise David that don't just start a business for the sake of starting business. I would advise that look at the areas that you're like. First of all, also at passion, the things that I'm going to share a link soon. So you look at the things that you're passionate about, but also look at the things where you're the expert. You get? Where you're an expert. Or things that you have gotten training in when you're starting a business. That's one thing I would advise you, David. So electronic shop, Ekora Center, you'll find people that have become millionaires out of selling electronics. Nengato, you'll find people that have become millionaires selling shoes. But you'll also find people that dread those businesses. Oh, nakole dukali ya masanyazi na redi asalanzi. And you also find someone saying, Gengato, temuli sente, nzine unya n'abantu bwe bazikola. You get what I'm saying? I've seen people make money out of bands. Okay? I've seen people make money out of music. But I've also seen people that sang for 20 years and after 20 years, they go for cheyo. You get it? So why would Emperor Orlando, for example, go for cheyo? You get it? Why? Why would Desire Luzinda go for cheyo? Nagena nasoma n'obusawo. You get it? But music has money. You see King Saha as in a mansion somewhere. So if someone can build a mansion, Desire Luzinda is still bigger than King Saha in one way or another. Was bigger than all the chicks that are popular now at one moment. Why would she go for change? You get what I'm saying? So every business is good, but every business. Let me give you an example. You remember this guy Washington? Yakoranga music waba radio and whistle. Washington. So David, the thing is, every business is profitable. Every business can make you a millionaire if that's your goal. But every business can take you back. So that is millionaire if you invest them in the wrong business. Electric shops, never got a million in Yanyanos take up somewhere, not take electronics somewhere. Those two businesses can still go down. if, for example, you don't have the expertise to run them, or if you're not passionate for them, or if you get the wrong people to work for you. So normally when someone, and so many people have asked me this question, where should I put my money? I'm not a business expert, but because I've done businesses before, and for me it has always been, yes, passion. For me, passion is the number one driving force. That's why you see that I can do these lives every day. Because this, I'm not doing this for money. Guys, 2.4 for the guys that. So that's why you see that I can do something. My mechanic was telling me sometime, when you set your mind to do something, you go all in. You get, because I don't do things that I'm not passionate about. That's one thing about me. But then I also don't do things that I've not studied. You get, because I started this channel in 2020 during the lockdown, and for me the goal was to share information. You get, but sharing information for nothing is also not good. So along the way I started studying, how can I make money out of information? You get, because this information is very important. There are things I know that people don't know, and which is still happening actually. So David, my advice would be, look at the passions you have, because business is hard. Look at your passions. Second, look at your expertise. What do you no one can beat you. Personally, I don't do businesses where I cannot beat everyone. Capital. If we have the same capital and the ground is leveled, this is one thing I can tell you. If I enter a business and the ground is level and it has nothing like there's going to be blackmail, you're going to send to me some ISO guys to threaten me, or you're going to stop me from getting a license, or you have a lot of capital, like the business would ideally need 10 million and I have 7 and you have 20. You get, let's say we both have 7 million, okay, and we are working in the same environment. I don't start a business where I cannot beat you. I have to have the ability to beat you in skill, in my intellect. I've learned that I should never ever, because when I had the band, and I'm going to tell you my take on the band as well. I had a band, okay. First of all, I did not know how to play any instrument. I knew a bit of guitar, but the guitar I knew was elementary, the kind of guitar that you learn to impress chicks. I knew a bit of guitar, and it was elementary guitar, so I needed to get a guitarist still. And I didn't know drums, I didn't know keyboard, so I needed all those instrumentalists. And still, most bands in Uganda are cover bands, which is exactly what we did. And at that time, all bands were cover bands, by the way. Some of the biggest bands were in that time. There was a band called Zawuka, big bands. And majority of these bands have actually gone down the drain. You get, they have gone down the drain. Not because the people that were manning these bands did not know what they were doing. They did, but it's simply because these guys were not experts at managing the band business. As we speak now, most of the bands that are live now, that are working now, they are makeup band, they are new bands. These bands are formed by guys that are failed in other areas. Probably they were producers in Uganda, Katiazage Zeko band. In Uganda we try things because we don't go into areas where we are experts. Most times, even areas where we're experts are not easy. So when it gets hard for you in an area where you're an expert, you decide to try somewhere else where you've seen people making it. So David, my advice to David and to all of you guys is that when you're starting something, first of all, think about the level of passion you have for that business, okay? Then secondly, also think about the level, the amount of knowledge you have in this business. Some time back, someone was telling me, after Tandika garage, I'm not a mechanic, okay? I did not study mechanical engineering. There is no way I'm going to start a garage. The only way I would start a garage is if I partner with a mechanic, okay, because I have the management knowledge. So you start a garage in Atoli Mechanica, you would need a lot of capital first of all to manage mechanics, to have a management system in place and all that. That's why you find that people that have started businesses, when they're not professionals there, they have a lot of capital most of the times. Like, I'll give you an example of Pepsi. Pepsi is owned by a guy called Amos Nzei. Amos Nzei is not a manufacturer, but he had a lot of capital. So he got the franchise of Pepsi Cola and he started the Crown Beverages. And he has managed it because he has capital to hire chemists, to hire marketers, to hire salespeople, to hire scientists and all that. You get. So you need to have a lot of capital if you're starting a business in an area where you're not an expert. That's why most people that make it in life, they start business in an area where they are experts. Like toso okutandika omudala gwa chapati nga si gwakola chapati olina okuba nga olina capital mungi. You get what I'm saying? Because bw'otandika omudala gwa chapati ng'olina omudaala gumu, chances are high that you're not going to make it. Why? Because omudaala gumu gukuwa omutwalo. Naye you need supervisory resources. Olina ogenda ku mudaala osupervise ng'olaba nti gukola kati ogwo omutwalo ogumu bw'oba onoogenda ku mudaala buli lunaku okukakasa omwana muyonjo biki ogenda okwesanga ku mutwalo okwesaako ettaano. I'm not a business expert. Someone else will tell you something else. You get it? But in my experience, and if you can have a divergent view, but I want to make this a disclaimer. On this channel, I share my experiences, okay? And my experience has been very helpful to some people that have not had the same experience. And what I'm sharing now is my experience. It's not research, so it has not been proven, but it's my experience. So you can choose to try it out for yourself. So David, if you have 4 million and you want to start a business, my advice would be, look at where you are an expert. Have you been in the electronics business before? Have you been in the shoe business before? If you have not been in any of those businesses before, or if you do not go to school for that, or if you're not getting some sort of proprietary supplies. What I mean proprietary is abantu abatali by'amasanyalaze abakoze by'amasanyalaze abantu aba importing solar products, because agenda naleta ebitala bya solar ebyoku street ebyo nga yabiyina yekka mu Kampala. Okitegeera? So people have to buy from him, then he will make money for that period of time. So for him to make more money, then he still has to look for another proprietary kind of product to sell that is electronic. That's why the solar product guys end up innovating and they come up with products like the solar phone, the phones with MTN, Banaba, M Copper. So they have the phones that they sell with MTN where you pay in installments. Then I think they came up with the solar product where you can pay in installments. But yeah, they install the solar product and you pay, I think, 1,000 every day for like 10 years. You get, because not everyone can actually do that. These are marketing things that a marketing person will actually tell you. If you're going to start a shoe business, are you bringing a special kind of shoe that nobody else in the market has? Because if you're not, if you're bringing the normal shoes of everybody else can. Everybody has in deep water, so you're not going to have anything special in your business. Chances are high that still you will struggle. So if you're going to enter any business that you're not an expert in, make sure that you have some sort of special thing that every other business in the same line of work doesn't have. So David, I think I've answered you. You can post another question, David, and I see how to dissect it in my own experience. You get? But from my experience, don't start a business where you're not an expert. Otherwise, but either have passion or have experience, have expertise. So let's go back. Guys, why am I saying that trust only the people you have paid? You see, I'll give you an example in politics. And I'm not a politician, but this is my own analysis in politics. Politicians, like let's say presidents, they don't make people work for them for free. They pay everyone. They pay everyone. You get it? Politicians don't let people work for them for free. Either all politicians that have had people work for them for free, it ended badly. And everyone that works for a politician is for sale. You guys remember what happened with Ashbag Kato? He was bought. He's in a worse position than he was before, but he cannot go back. So he has to find a way of milking his latest buyer. Because because he doesn't have any more value. Anybody that has value has a price. This is the information I'm sharing with you. I'm sharing with you because you guys give me some form of payment through referrals of business. Okay? Through referrals of business. By coming and I do pre-purchase inspection for you when you're going to buy cars. And so far, my brother Brian is grateful and I'm glad. Means that you're testimony. You get. He sold his services to the wrong people. So you guys, my goal today is to make sure that you guys don't get cheated anymore, that people don't steal from you anymore. You get. Make sure that people don't steal from you anymore. Because anybody that pretends to work for you for free will actually take more money from you than a person that you pay. You see, when you're trying to save money and you refuse to give Arthur the 400,000 for pre-purchase inspection, you'll pay through the nose. My example that I give you every day is the example of the RAV4 guy. He woke up, but he woke up at the right time. Now Peter matching the Nangamba, Arthur, you come and check this car for me. Actually, when we got there, I told him I'm not doing anything before you pay me. And he did not pay me directly. He actually sent money to my mechanic because I don't have an MTN number. So he sent at that time I was charging 350. He sent the 350 to my mechanic's number, and then I said, now let's go work. And we found that the RAV4 they were selling to him was supposed to be 9 million, but they were selling to him at 16. And the RAV4 ya 9 million. And he went away happy. I was trying to figure out how is the car, because we told him we buy it, but because the engine is also good, I would actually recommend that you buy a new engine. You get. So let's go back to our point, and I want to make this point that I need to know. No one gives you a free service or a free product. Tali, I want you to understand this. No one will give you a free service or a free product, ever. Me, I am telling you this because I've never, at any moment, okay, the times that I used to do things for free, and there are people that I do things for free, but they never even appreciate. Which take it, right? Because I've got more value, touch sasuli day. Which take it. So I charge for everything I do. For example, if you're going to come for marketing consultation, my consultation will an hour is 100,000. An hour is 100,000. If you're going to ask me about your business, take on a bulungi bichi so same to buli hour. Tutandika okubala tutandisa sawa musanvu. Kumunana bwe nabwe guti ompa emitwalo emirala 10. But because I know anything that is valuable should be bought. Anything that is valuable should be bought in one form or another. Let me tell you, sometimes you will pay people by not giving them money, but by giving them, let's say, more business. You can come to Arthur and say, okay, Arthur, I want this from you, but for that, this is what you're going to give me. You get? And that would be clear that, okay, this guy is not paying me cash, but he's paying me in this form. Ekyo ne kibeera clear nti gwe tonsasudde cash naye onsasudde mu ngeri emu oba endala. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So let it be clear, guys, from today that you don't get anything free from someone. Let me tell you the story that I have. It's not real life. I don't want you to think it's real life. A person came from abroad. and she had some money ngava ebweru eyo. So when she came here, yali yalekawo chaliwe wano ku kyalo ku Uganda. So when she came back from abroad, she had some 45 million, 50 million, and she was tired. She did not want to go back abroad. So when she came, she contacted this friend of hers, and they were conversing. Of course, they were conversing on WhatsApp before this person came. Bichi, when I come back, I have some money I want to invest. I don't want to go back abroad, but I want something that will give me money. I was thinking probably let me invest in a phone shop, bichi, and all that. So when this person comes back to Uganda, this person is too sweet with them, to the extent that they start calling each other sister. You get it? How you Muganda wange? Oh, you Muganda. So everyone actually thought these people are blood sisters, like same mother, same father. And they thought, okay, this person can't harm this person. So some bad decisions were being made in the advice of this person's friend. But everyone was looking on because, okay, yatugamba Muganda we. Chemanyi bachibabara bachimanyi. The decisions were clearly bad. You get? But because everyone thought this person was this person's sister, oyo muganda wange sister wasuzotya muganda wange yatuuse. You get it? So everyone thought, okay, bakasita ba Luganda baneetwala. You get it? So everyone else saw the mistakes being made, but because this person did not ask them for advice, they let this person make their own mistakes, because at the end of the day, who pays for their mistakes? The person that made the mistakes themselves. So this person lost about 35 million before they realized that, okay, this friend of mine has been milking me. I'll give you an example. This taxi friend of mine gave me an example. If you have seen the taxi interview that is on this channel, you can go. That friend of mine, Ali, gave me an example of people that lure you into the taxi business. For them, abera mu taxi business. So he will tell you, abantu bakulimba. Nobo busente bwo butono osobola ogula chigege ne kolera. So they will tell you, like Ali says, for you to get a good chigege that will make money for you, it's 25 million and above. Oyaja kugamba neddo osobola funa ne ye 10. Jangu tugende tujigule, so you'll go buy chigege at 10 million. But this person, he's already in the same business that is luring you to enter. Okay? So what he calculates is that when you buy this chigege, it will be him to help you manage. He will not work for free. It will be him to get you the driver to drive this car. The driver will pay him some money to get him the car job. So he's making small money out of you. And now when you offer payment, he'll say, atofayo goli muganda wange. Tofayo goli muganda wange. Tofayo. Tompa sente. Ato nkuliyeko sente. Unyina busente butono. You get it? So they'll actually, at that moment, will even pretend to have more money than you. They'll pretend to not want money from you. Whenever someone actually starts saying, tompa sente tofayo tompa, ngatonda musa, stoina cho musasulide. Ngaina bya kolera, just know he's taking money in one way or another. So, back what they do is you'll buy nakuyambako, you make it better and all that. Nakufuna the driver, it goes on the road. He even reports when the driver is doing bad things and all that. And you're not paying them. But let me tell you how these people make money out of you. Okay? The first instance, how they make money out of you is, of course, for example, the taxi people. That's the taxi business. They make money from the driver that they get you. I'm taxi. Because he'll keep giving you a good word about him. Even when he makes a mistake, he'll say, sometimes they can even refund the money that the other man spoiled. You get it? So he makes money from the other driver. Okay? Then, of course, buli wakwate motoka yamanyi aba traffic. Yamanyi sente mekazo ino kuwa aba traffic. Okuta. Okitegeera. Ebiseera ebisinga you don't even deal with those people, the traffic officers or the policemen, whenever you get in trouble directly. Whenever someone wants to understand for you with your money, you get when you did not pay them to understand for you, because these are two different things. If you pay a business consultant to understand for your business, and they tell you this is the business decision we should make, because they are a business consultant, you can take that action. But you bring this money and we pay, for example, for this license, you can give him. But if someone you're not paying to be your business consultant starts telling you, let's pay for this license here, okay, and with this much, but I need to be the one to deliver the money, that's a red flag. You get it? That's one thing for you to understand. That and then with the taxi business, Ali told me that what they do is they know at the back of their mind, they will be nice to you until you actually leave the business. Because even when you're leaving the business and you want to sell this thing that has refused, it's them that know who is going to buy. It's them that know who has the good offer. Let me take you to the mechanics, because we are for the love of cars. Your mechanic will spot a car for you. He knows the owner. He knows the mechanical history. He's going to be fixing it for you. You get what I'm saying? You have to be sharp when you're dealing with this person, because chances are high that he will get you a bad car. Because he knows the owner, he's going to get brokerage from that side. That's one thing you need to understand. He knows the condition of the car, so he knows where to touch. Probably he has even there's a time a mechanic of a Benz called me ngayagala okunguza Benz ngamba nedda gwe baba jangu ogigule ene moroka yononze njimanyi kagereke kakutuse nze nkategedde naye omugagga simugambye tansasula bulungi kanze jangu go tugigule layisi agenda gituguza million nga 3, but the Benz was in very good condition. It was worth like 6. Nze ngenda mugira ngenda mukube ekikopa gituguze million 3 gogula akagere ovugogende. Whenever someone is giving you a good deal, it might be a loss for someone else. That's one thing you need to understand. You get it? So you need to be very calculative when you're dealing with people, especially when you're not paying them. Someone calls you all of a sudden and offers you a deal that you did not even want. Muganda wange nyine moroka jenfunye yo mulembe jango gigule ya deal. When you didn't want to buy it, don't buy it, because ya ina walira atayinza oba ya ali yakisava. So pay people for what they are worth, and always make sure that you're the one who initiates the transaction. Don't let people initiate the transaction. You get? Unless the only time you should let people initiate the transactions is when you realize that, okay, like you see Arthur initiates a transaction here. He tells you can buy a car at 10 million. I'm initiating the transaction, but I don't have the power over you, because I don't. You see, when people call me, I never call them back. Do you know why? Because this person has called me, they know what they want. For example, there's someone that contacted me during the Christmas period. Now, I'm going to come on the 27th and we go buy this car. I really want it. He engaged me Christmas, Boxing Day, and I was like on the phone for like an hour every day chatting with this person. Never njifuna condition yeah, if you get it like this, you buy. No, but I'm going to buy with you. I'm going to probably. I think he was looking for you to keep engaging with me, to get answers out of me. So he was ngenda jigula nawe na yeka akati neighbor wanga ajivuga njifuna bweti njigule. I'm going to come on the 27th. Don't worry, I'm coming on the 27th. You get it? And I said, okay. That person never came. So I think later on, around on the 2nd, he came. My brother, things did not work out properly. But if I get this car like this, should I pay? You get? Just come out straight and ask. Don't try to get free information out of people. Information because, well, you have taken it too far. If you want free, I've told you guys on WhatsApp it's free. You don't have to pretend to want something. You don't have to pretend that you're going to give me something for me to give you free information. You can come out free and say, Arthur, you know what? It's as simple, because you might find that 400,000 is too much, but 20k cannot be too much. Take a keche ebiri changu Airtel mano ngambe Arthur kutendeko airtime webiri naye kakati nyina kyenkubuuza. Wakitegera, that's a motivation. But if you free things are very deadly, nyinza okuwa akatwa. Wakitegera, nyinza okuwa akatwa. So come out directly and say Arthur sirina sente naye ngwebuuzaako. nkoze ntya nandyagadde ogula emmotoka bweti biki byemba nkebera biki byemba ntunulako. For the guys that have asked me waliwo abantu abaguze emmotoka nti baguze nange, but it was clear that it's free. Nange nemanya nti kyabwerere nenkuwa information. And by the way, one thing I need you to know, you don't have to come to my inbox. Eno channel ogiraba, just go to videos, laba video emu kwemu. These videos are rich with information. You can go and buy a car without a mechanic, just by looking at the information that we share in this video, in the videos on this channel. But my goal today is, but because they did not ask me for my opinion, nekakati awakisira wenda banga bamutomeza tantabi opinion yange, I don't give it. Sometimes someone calls you nagamba jangu ntere ala mu motoka nga yakagigula ngati yagiguze naawe notunulire motoka nogamba mukama Katonda olumu nakugamba ne motoka nagiguze $3,000,000. But you did not ask me for my opinion, so I'll keep quiet. Nenchireka. You get it? So I'll do what brought me there and I go away. But you guys, it does not hurt for sometimes to pay people that know more than you. Whenever you try to save, me, I've been through that. Me, I have mentors that I pay. Like we were developing a certain product sometime back with my company. We're developing a TV show. And I have a team of people that I've brought together to do the writing, because in the Siwandik, I normally tell people, me, I'm not a writer. And if I were a writer, and then I'd shaking a TV station in Uganda, but I'm not a writer. I'm a director, I'm a marketer. So because I'm not a writer and my people were not experienced, I hired a writer to come and guide them. Aga every day. And we would work for like 5 hours. And I paid him 200,000 every day. And we would meet 2 days a week. And we did that for like 2 months. Akasente kali kanji, anyone else would say, hey, sente nga nyingi. But at the end of the day, me, I saw what came out. I looked at the scripts that these guys wrote, and there is no way, because I had talked to people that call themselves good writers in Kampala here, Nembaita, and I interviewed them and I saw what they could give, and they would give me bullshit. But this experienced writer, yajana equipping abantu banga, I have a team of 4 people. Nabawa content, nabawa the knowledge that is worth more than the money I gave him, because he was educating 4 people, including me, that's 5 people, for 200,000 a day. That's very little money. Then, even when we were shooting the pilots, that day. And because I'm paying this person, I'm paying into information and knowledge wholeheartedly. So, why I'm saying this is that we need to learn to pay for what we want. Because when we watch Sasura, now you value winga. You will value the information. Tebajja kutomeza. Kati nzo omuntu gwengenda naye ogule moroka, for example, si sowola n'omulundi n'ogu kulaba ng'akola ensobi n'ensirika. That's why normally I actually tell people, ne bw'aba yagadde emmotoka olumu bw'agyagala nga ndaba, it might not be the best thing for him. I actually tell him, you know what, I see you like this car, but go back home and sleep. Go sleep and then we meet together tomorrow. When we meet tomorrow and you still want to buy this car, you can buy it. Probably doesn't align with the kind of goals that we had, with the kind of goals this person. Because when I'm talking to people, I talk to them and I listen to them. In one way or another, their goals and aspirations are these. For this, so when we reach a kind of I tell them no. You go back and sleep over it. If tomorrow you still want this car, you can pay for it because it's okay. Like normally, the lady that we bought the Succeed for, she had the money, but she did not want to buy an expensive car. And I understood. I talked to her. I went to Bonds around before, and I saw the prices of new cars and then I came back and I called her. And I'm you know what, madam? I totally understand saving money is good, and I see what you want to achieve. But can I ask you, if you bought a new car, would it give you a big dent? Nagamba, no, but I was thinking saving is good. And I said, okay, good. Now this is what we're going to do tomorrow. We're going to go and look at all the used cars and then look at the ones in the bond. And then we make a decision. You get it? So And then we went and looked at all those old cars. Me personally, I wasn't happy because with the car, she had a budget of 25 million, and I was looking at cars they were giving at 17. 17 was good. She was still saving money, but a budget of 25 million and a new car of 32, 33. For me, it was, you get it? So I told her, you know what, madam, because yali muntu mukuru bambi, we have seen all these cars. Sisanyuse na inawe nkulaba tosanyuse. Let's go to the bond. So we went to the bond, and in the bond, the first car we looked at, I liked it, she liked it. First of all, it had a very low mileage. It looked very nice. You get, everything was pristine condition. And she said, I like this car. We talked to the Indian. He said over 33. And then I told madam, let's bargain and see, because it was a 2009 model. And the Indian stopped at, I think, 32. But then we said, I told madam, let's bargain more because we have some dents. We won't repair them, but let's keep up. Then we bargained. Mosey, we told the Indian, you remove more money because see these dents, see this, see this, see this. And the Indian said, I'm going to remove 500,000 because I know those things don't need 500,000, but I'm going to remove 500,000 for you, madam. You pay 31.5. Yeah, I think 31.5, and you go. And then the lady liked the car, and the car was in good condition. Even the tires were okay. She's going to drive the tires for a year. You get? So imagine going to a bond, and the only thing you're doing is service, okay? Probably a tracker and alarm. Those are the things we did, and even putting number plates and labeling the things that can be stolen quickly. You get? So you see that saving was important for her, but buying a new car was actually a long-term saving for her. And normally that's why you pay me, to sort of be your guardian angel, to make sure that you don't make era ebiseera ebisinga omuntu buli wava ku kimugambe akolerayo loosi ne bwaba tamanyi okitegeera. So pay people. Salmina said, me too, I paid someone anjigirize poetry era sitoma, you see, because you're experienced in poetry. Charles, you're late, but you're here. No problem. Hashbag, your fish bag from the future. So let me try to find Salmin's questions as I conclude. Salmin, good morning, Arthur. Oyise wangiri irecho nchirabye yasoose ndowooza. Anko spatio model U8 UZ ziba mu range ki twasibye sente ne mama w'abaana. Spatio new model U8 eri mu milioni nga 10, between 13 ne 15. Between 13 ne 15. I understand that in that price range you can still probably get a UBA or UBB, but the reason why U80 still is in the price range is because eri motoka hot cake okitegeera tekiri nti olwokuba osobola ofuna UBB mu price range yemu U80 baba tebakubye because era ye value y'emmotoka. Kaspacio ni model kali valuable okitegeera kalina resale value. So that's why na U80 ogifunira between 13 to 15 okitegeera. Yeah, but U80 13 to 15 ogifuna. Olumu bweba nnungi nnyo ne 16 ogifuna. Salmin ndoza kati nkuzeemu. Ndoza nkuzeemu. So you guys, the point here today was never get anything for free. Which book did I read? Omanyi nsoma nnyo ebitabo. And in that book, the person that wrote, I think it was Robert Greene. You can Google Robert Greene. He's a very popular writer on humanity. How do you live, power? I think even Chaguranyi was reading the 48 laws of power, and I think it's in the 48 laws of power, where Robert Greene says that you should pay for everything. Never accept to get anything. Friends, the sikiriza bintu byabwerere. Okujjako nga I believe I've paid for it in some form. Okitegeera? Okujjako nga I believe I've paid for it in some form. Katolaba makanika wange. Nsobola omuwa referral, for example, ne muweereza client. Ne muga client oyo mukoleko ne mmanya nti oyo client bw'aba n'abamukutte bulungi ajja mulyako emyaka nga 10. Nga buli mwaka mulyamu akasente. Nze bwe ngenda ne muga manyi ntereereza ku muzindaalo gwange. Nyinza ogana omusasula because I believe that's like my commission for me giving you a client, because nangu kuwa client saagala okisuubire nti kyabwerere, because I'm a marketing person. which people come to my inbox every day and they have issues with their cars, and the only person I can recommend is that one mechanic, because in Yinabanji, but there is a mechanic going trusting with all the complex things nganchimanyi ekyo tekiyinza mulema okitegeera. Nyina makanika bemanyi abakyusa obukyusa brakes, nyina makanika bemanyi nga yo okusiba bumper agisiba okitegeera. Nyina ne makanika bemanyi nga wa wiring okitegeera. Mama w'abaana akusinze wabadde omugambe sente mmeka Salmin. Yeah, so you see, the thing is funny. You can get a wish UBB at 13 to 15, but you can also get a wish USZ 13 to 15 ngateba saranako okitegeera. So that's one thing you need to realize. Like a UBH Emma was willing to buy, wabadde omugambe 18 wala nnyo baba 18 baba bakubye. So the wish Emma was going to buy 17 million UBH, but it's supposed to be 20, 22, 23, 24. She ain't a guy year 27 as a quarter. I mean 17 as a quarter na vow, which tegeira. So anyway, you guys, the takeaway today is don't get anything free. Trust only the people you have paid in some form. Even if it's your brother or sister, you need to pay them in some form. Because Nabobantu, they have expenses, they have lives to live. Don't put your brother in a position where they have to betray you for money. And don't tell me this bullshit of, if my brother betrays me for money, he's not my brother. Ngani, you're saying that as a who? Eh? Do you buy your brother food at home? Do you buy your brother underwear? Do you buy airtime for their phone? So they are not betraying you. It's just them being sharp. It's that just them being sharp for survival. So bobo kozesa muganda wo ngali mu dduuka lyo, don't think they are working for nothing. Bajja kuboga me muganda wange mubbi si mubbi. They have expenses and they have to take care of them. Ekyo beera nga okimanyi. I have to go, guys. I have some deadlines I've not hit. But it has been a very good thing. I hope today has also been a good session. I'm always gratified knowing that I have people that watch and engage. Nabali Mukamori, I really appreciate that you always watch. Even the people that are watching this video way after it has been uploaded. I look at the analytics and I see Benz C200 banango yagala Benz Charles. Nange njagala nnyo naye jajigula nga tugawadde kati tukyetetenkanya. We have all ever done to our parents by making interest. So now, since we have grown up, we have to pay for all our business. Aha ema wona. By the way, nze jajja wange yantumanga waraji. Akutuma waraji wa bita nogula wa bisatu. And I don't feel guilty about it. Because na inga njagala kulya chapati. Mama Lydia wali kuduka inanga chapati ezo zibanyika mu buttonga. Zewo nga za 10 ne baba. Eyo yagala kulya chapati bbiri ozirye. Okitegeera kati bwe boba wakubanga enjawulo ku bazadde bo. Gwe kyekikuluwuze santi muganda wo ali perfect nti era yetakube musasule beforehand. Omugabe muganda sagala kunziba nkusasudde, and don't be offended. Ate naye mugabe tobeera offended. I know you're human. Omuntu yena getting offended nga omugambye nkusasudde because sagala kunziba, manya abadde agenda kukubba. It's not that ali offended because you don't trust them. Ali offended because akakubba kabadde mwekali. Wesanga yali kubbye kati oyogedde kye yali koze awulira bubi okitegeera. Anyway, it's not my position to judge people, but me I've seen the worst with people. Nze nkirabye nti people can actually okujjako nga muli ba twin nti mwava mu lubuto lwerumu oyayinza okutyamu nti we namu betraying ne mu hurting nange nyizo getting a heart naye omuntu nga bakuzaala mu 1988 ne bamuzaala mu 1994 bamuzala mu generation indala nnyo bategeera birala nnyo n'obwongo bwange bwabwe bukola bintu byanjawulo n'eddagala maama woli yamira nga tannamuzaala lizo bali affecting obwongo mu ngeri ey'enjawulo bwengogaba nti taakubbe my mechanic yaŋŋambako lumu nikakati gwe athanga nkolera ku bwereere nkuyitaani ulaba ne taata wange simukolera ku bwereere. You get it? So you need to understand that it's in the human nature to want to be paid for services okitegeera. So don't want to use people to do things for you for free. Otherwise, bajja kubba atonyigira ensi oyagale n'okwetuga okitegeera. Me, I don't make people work for me for free. Ne bwaba muganda wange bwankolera ekintu I pay them. olaba ne bwaba muganda wange ne bwanvuga okuva ewaka ntwaleko somewhere bwe tutuukayo nga muwaayo ekibiri muganda wange genda obeeko kyolya okitegeera. So indirectly I've actually paid this person for their service. So guys, I have to go, but thank you very much. Let me just go through the names of the people that have commented, that have engaged. But even you guys, Abali Mukamori, I really appreciate the fact that you take the time and spend the data to watch these broadcasts. I hope I give you value for your money. Yeah, don't forget I do pre-purchase inspections. Before you buy a car, I come with my mechanic and we inspect all the options that you have available, and we make sure that you get a good deal. First of all, you get a car in good condition, you get a car that has not been stolen, and all the paperwork checks out, and we make sure that you don't make a loss when you're buying. Our goal is to make sure that when you buy a car, you can actually sell it next week at a profit. That's our goal. Newebeeganya olumu weky'oba omanya nti ate tojja kukola loss nga muntu ataguze naffe okitegeera. So that's what we get in pre-purchase inspection. I sell tracking devices. Your car is your asset. Togizanyisa ne bwoba oguze emmoroka miliyoni 6. Omuntu yekka alowooza nti miliyoni 6 ntono ye muntu atafiirwanga ku ssente. Me, I've ever lost 30 million in a very short period of time. So I know that even losing, naye wali obaddeko omwavu olukumi ne lugwa nga lwobadde olinamu. Kakati bw'oba nga wali obaddeko mu situation, the next time you buy a car ne bwoba ogiguze miliyoni 3 ojja gisaamu tracking device because it's your car. Bwe bagibba ne bagitwala, you'll actually be making a loss. Okitegeera. So put a tracking device. Our tracking devices are 350,000 and 450,000 depending on the functionalities that device has. Yeah. Thank you for being in Kamoli, Solomon. I appreciate. Yeah. Don't forget to also share this channel with your friends. So Solomon lulina link ngamba ntunda alamu emitwalo 2 n'ogamba ya bei kati yalinye ya 25 because ebichupuli bingi katale. We don't want you to buy an alarm atoto ukoba ovuga ngovuga mu street mwali mukirabyeko mwenna ngovuga mu street emoroka ngekuba engome wi alarm nga ye chance. It happens. It has happened to one of my clients before. That's why we changed. Ebwa tushadda mugula buno alarm buno. So kati alarm ze tugula the trusted quality. Client wange bambi ate muntu wabuvunanyizibwa namuteeramu alarm muntu wabuvunanyizibwa the extent avuga emoroka mpya nnyo mwaka mupya nnyo. Nali I put an alarm for his wife as well later on, but namuteramu alarm call renyidu renji muteramu aba avuga ku Entebbe express nera wi nasisobola mbutufu muyamba at that moment ne mugamba nafuna makanika najjako bujja alarm eyo. The next day we went with a new alarm ne tugiteekamu. So kati tukyagala ku compromisinga tuswaza ba client bafolo kuba twagala tubawe ebintu ebya layisi. So the alarm is 250. The tracker eya bulijjo ya 35 ey'eddoboozi ya 45. Yeah. So thank you very much guys. Let me just go through the names of the people that have engaged. October, Rashid, Emma, Seth, Nicole Kaziwe, Martha, Madam Ipsam, Kenneth, Salmin, Maria Chansimire, Nathan, Sarah Favor, David, Charles, and Kasozi and Solomon. Yeah, thank you. Mark 2 at 4 million. Mark 2 che ya million yenya muganda wangi. Mark 2 ya million yenya. Okay, if you're going to buy a Mark 2, whichever budget, make sure you buy a Mark 2 that has a VVTi engine. The engine is called Beams 2000. Whatever you do, buy a car buy a Mark 2 that has a Beams 2000 engine. Make sure it's the engine that came with it. Okay? Whichever price you buy. Bwebefuwamu akaka engine za Mark 2 zimanyi okubeerayo n'akaka. That's normal for Mark 2s. But just make sure that you buy a Mark 2 that has a Beams 2000 engine.
ebirala naye bw'oba ogigula miliyoni 4 givugemu kakase okujjako nga ya manual. For me the Mark II that I bought and I paid 3.5 yali ya manual, so gearbox nali sina byenkebera, engine yali ina akakka nga akonka manyi already yayiterabika bulungi nnyo okitegeera. So make sure that you're careful as you buy a Mark II at 4 million. That's all I can say. So but guys, thank you very much. Mark II Musota, they have VVTi. Yes, it's called the Beams 2000 engine ya VVTi. Naye mulimu era Musota ezitalina VVTi. So just make sure that you buy a Beams 2000 engine in the Mark II. Yeah, so guys, I have to go, but thank you very much for always taking the time to watch these broadcasts. It really means a lot. Don't forget to share this channel with your people. Don't forget to tell them about the tracking devices I sell. Don't forget to tell them about the pre-purchase inspection. It's very important. Why you should tell them is because toyagala kubeera na waluganda lunga yakola bi mistake binga ate amenya gwe. You get. Toyagala kubeera na waluganda lunga yavuwala because yagula emmotoka embi. Bwayavuwala agenda kujja wuwo atandika okukuleebeeta. So make sure they don't make mistakes, and one way you can help them is by recommending my pre-purchase inspection services. I wish you a very, very lovely day today. May God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow, and tomorrow I'm going to be sharing what I read from the customer reviews from last year, where they were ranking the best cars, the most reliable cars in the world. You need to find out what is number 3, because the two topmost cars, of course, are Toyota products. I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.